Okay, so it being 6 o'clock, I will call the meeting to order. It is being recorded, so I think when you logged in, you were notified of that, I guess. So watch what you say, Bill.
Okay.
We have the minutes of our last meeting, which was October 27th. And I misplaced them on my desk here somewhere, but I read through them. I didn't have any issues with them. Anyone else?
I just saw a typo.
Okay.
On number 3, the angel statue was the Engel statue, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll have to have Paula redo that. So we can ask her when she gets back from Florida. She's playing with Mickey Mouse with his grandson.
So I'll make a motion to approve as amended.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, good. All right, so it's going to be a short meeting. We have 2 agenda items. So first off is the finalization of the signs. I don't know if everyone saw the emails that Dan sent out with the final.
Can I share my screen? Or
Yes, you can.
Think that's necessary?
Yeah, it would be helpful, or
Okay.
I think you should be able to, Dan. If not, I can put them up. Perfect.
I don't know if you can see my screen. So first I will pull up.
Not yet. Oh, you pulled it.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay, so first one, Crossroads Park.
That doesn't look like Crossroads Park.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're seeing the trees.
I thought
get
we
it.
moved it to Arizona.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, so we changed it to the gold and the dress blue, Sherwin-Williams color.
Wow.
And this is the larger of the 2 signs, so the size didn't change. We are going to, this is the smaller of the 2 signs, and it's single-sided.
Yes.
Single-sided, smaller sign. And we're going to double-check this date. I called up Lucy, and she was looking into it and couldn't find it in exactly in any of the stuff. So Paula said when she gets back, she's going to give me the exact date. So maybe, I guess, are there any, maybe we should do it this way. Are there any questions on this sign?
Oh, it looks good. I like the dark blue. And I think when the sample that you took of the Parker and O'Grady sign is a little darker than this.
Yeah.
This rendering. So I like it. It really pops,
Mm-hmm.
So is it a monument, not a memorial? It's because a monument, I think of this. So the official name is monument, not memorial?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Angel Heart Monument. Right. I looked that up for Dan. I got all the paperwork here, and I may have the paperwork when Crossroads Park was established. I think it might have been around 2010. Too, if Paula can't find it, I have a file cabinet over here. It's full with stuff.
Yeah, she said she was getting back on Friday.
Yep.
And so, yeah. All right. So the only thing is the date, really, or the established date. It's a nice touch.
Right. So I think we should make a motion to approve the Crossroads Park sign pending the date of the Angel Heart or establishment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Okay.
second it.
All in favor?
Kane and I.
Aye.
I think you have to do a voice thingy. I name.
Oh, okay. Dan?
Aye.
Paula? I'm Paula. Janet?
Aye.
The minutes. Sonia?
Aye.
And I'm Mark Reed. Aye. Okay, so let's do Labrie Field.
Yep. Okay. 1 second. So, larger. I meant to say this is the larger of the 2 signs. 60 inches, V-carb double-sided, like we asked for. Same color scheme. And then you see the size of the lettering mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Same idea. Just this one has the address. The other one, let's go look. It doesn't have the address. If you want to look at them side by side, I can maybe figure out how to do that.
There you go.
So, Yeah, so Labrie Field has the address. This one, Crossroads had the name. So.
Yep. Yeah, and I think the address is important for Labrie Field because of 911 response calls, and then for visiting teams from out of the area when they use their GPS and so forth. Hopefully it recognizes that Labrie Field's at 29 Strong Road.
Mm-hmm.
Can I throw a wrench into things? Because that's what
Of course.
I noticed at the elementary school that where the playground was, it said made possible by the use of CPA funds or something like that. Do we have anything that acknowledges that funding on site? Any chance?
You mean the park itself, the whole park was made possible by CPA funds? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Not the sign, right?
right. No, not the sign, but the field, the Labrie Field.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I just happened to go there looking for signs for the future pickleball acknowledgement when that happens. And we just noticed that they acknowledged CPA. I mean, maybe it's not necessary, but I just wanted to,
Right.
not to throw a,
Yeah, I don't think it would belong on this sign because this is just like clean. Chris tells you the address, tells you the place, and another sign I've noticed in other parks they have more. They talk about more about the history of this park was founded these dates and through funding from this government organization. This one, that's what I've seen. At least when I was looking at splash pads when I was visiting different parks.
Right.
I have a suggestion. Once we get to the point where we actually have a building on site, is to put a plaque or something on the building
okay.
that kind of has some of that acknowledgement and everything else. That would be a great place to have it. I'm just thinking about that. I think there is something on the backstop of the baseball field acknowledging the name
Right.
for
Ed Cawley. Yep.
And then there's a stone marker for the flag. Isn't there, Mark?
Yep.
By one of the Boy Scouts. And then
Eagle Scout Project, yes.
yeah, so I think the building might be an ideal place to put some kind of plaque or something. You got a lot of room, and that's a place where people will be congregating or walking by and everything else. That may be a good place for it.
Yeah, that's
if it's out by the road, I mean, it's hard to see if
driving
people
by.
driving by it, and it'll be out in the middle of the field there, Janet. Away
That
from the
makes sense.
entrance drive.
I think it's important that somewhere on the field we
Yep.
acknowledge all the funding that's been provided through the CPA.
Sure.
Well,
Yep.
that's my
Good idea.
thought.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Janet. We can do that down the road. And there is a placard on the Angel Heart Memorial 2 monument, so forth. So,
Okay, great. Thank you.
yep. So entertain a motion to accept the Labrie Field sign as submitted?
Hey, Mark, just one
No,
other thing.
No, Bill, no. We're in the middle of something. What? Sonia has a lot to do tonight. We can't drag this on forever and ever.
Okay.
I'm in.
All right,
Dan and I are moving to a 6:30 meeting after this too. So
Right.
gotcha.
So anyways, all in favor. Dan?
I'll make a motion. Aye.
Okay. Sonia?
Aye.
And Janet?
Aye.
Me, Mark? Aye. So that's approved. So we can get these
Okay.
ordered as soon as we can establish that. The other thing that I asked Dan to do is that, we had a conversation about the sign at Conant Park off of East Street and seeing if we can get an estimate to do the same type of sign there. That one would be a single-sided sign.
Okay, so it'd be single. What size?
Probably.
Did you tell me this already? I apologize. if
No,
you did.
no, I did not
Okay.
tell you the size. I think it would be the same as the Crossroads Park sign, size-wise.
Oh, that's single-sided, so it's pretty much going to be the same price.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
I'd imagine.
Okay.
Just to get, because that's a single size sign, same size.
Yep.
We'll get the lettering right, but I'm gonna ballpark. It's probably gonna be around $1,200. So.
Okay. And then the other thing I think we might be able to do on that sign is to add the pickleball court to tennis courts, because they're Don Matson Memorial Tennis Courts. Once we get a name for the pickleball courts, the Kane Memorial.
So let me.
Memorial.
Can I? Oh man! let me do something here, just so I understand what you're saying. Real quick. So you want it to be like Conant Park, right? Then we have the line in between, and then you went down below. So I guess I could draw the line. Let's see how fast I can do.
You're good, Dan. This
PowerPoint, man. PowerPoint engineer. So you want a line in between, like just like that. Pretend the colors are all right.
Yep.
And then what do you want it to say down here?
It's Don Matson, SEN, yeah. Memorial tennis courts. I think it's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Memorial would be capital.
Right.
Tennis
courts.
Is everything courts?
Yep.
Okay.
And then next line would be actually we should acknowledge the pavilion, which is the
Lions Club, right?
Lions Club, right?
Yeah, then may want to come. You may want to put that.
Do that first.
Yeah.
Do that first. Yeah, right, Dan.
Okay.
Slide that puppy up.
You got it. Okay.
And then the new pickleball courts, well, whatever name we're gonna.
I mean, you can just call them Southampton pickleball courts. It's one word. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do Southampton pickleball court.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
With a capital C.
Capital C.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mark. I'll keep my mouth shut.
No.
That was a good catch. That
I
could.
know. I like picking you, Bill. Sorry.
You just saved the town there.
Right.
Is there anything else that we'd wanted to say on here, or like?
Do we add the splash pad in? Do we do a sign?
Yeah, right.
Oh boy.
And walking. You can walk there.
I don't even know where that's going to go yet.
Oh god.
Park sign and do a separate one for. I don't know.
Yeah, right. So we don't have to decide tonight, but that's basically what we're talking about, Dan.
Yeah, I'll ask her to sketch it up because it's probably pretty easy since she's already done the other ones. If she could just probably just have to type in different words and then she could tell us what it looks like.
I just want to check the size.
Yes.
It's a possessive Lions Club, by the way, isn't it?
Yes.
Like that?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Lions like a Lions club.
Yeah.
And I would make it Southampton Lions Club Pavilion too. I don't know if that's redundant because they are the Southampton Lions Club, right?
Right. There's a placard on the pavilion there that we just double check to make sure we got it right. And I want to check the size because it is in that plant island area between the two driveways.
I'll just go measure the one that's there for you, or unless you want to do it, I don't care.
No, that's fine.
So I'm gonna put a little note on here. So Dan, go measure current size of Conant Park sign.
Perfect.
There. Then maybe we can reuse the posts that are already there.
Yeah, right. Well, those are probably pretty rotten. So
okay.
As soon as you take the old one down, they're going to come down too. Mm-hmm. And get new PVC posts too.
Yeah. She sent us pictures over those too. I don't know if you wanted to look at those.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So obviously we're gonna have posts on both sides. So it's a PVC sleeve. It's pretty much standard stuff. What company's RDI makes the stuff? everybody's got on their deck. So we'll cut it to the right size. I told her 8-foot ones because I wasn't sure what size we wanted, so
Yep.
we can cut it later.
Yep.
Cap and bottom form. So it'd be nice white on the side and then the blue and gold. It'll look good. Clean.
Looks great.
So is this a time where I can kind of just mention something that might, you might want to consider?
Yes. No.
Well, the Labrie field sign is two-faced.
Correct.
Yeah.
So when you mount it on this posts,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be mounting it on one side,
They're making us a
Fine.
custom bracket.
or is it gonna be with kind of some horizontal rails between the posts that you're gonna mount the sign to?
So
So I mean, because you have lettering on both sides, you got to be careful with it, that's all.
let me pull over the rest of the emails. See all
I don't know how they.
So-
she's got it figured.
So additional items: bracket to hang from post, $300 per sign. Custom bracket made to order and fit
Oh, I
your
see.
custom signs to hang on the posts.
Yeah, she'll have so she'll have a bracket from the post mounting it. That
Yeah.
sounds cleaner.
Mhm. And then we're not doing the installation and delivery. I'll go pick it up. I said I would do that. So
Okay. Good.
yeah, and then I had her change the terms because you remember the terms before
Right.
were a payment, like half payment during her design and half payment on delivery. So now it's only price drawings when the sign is ready for installation or pickup or delivery or payment request will be sent for sign balance with a tentative install pickup date. We will request full payment due on or before the installation delivery pickup date. So
Yeah. So we'll have to, once you have those in hand, I'll do the warrant, or we will do the warrant and approve it and get it paid to them.
yeah, so once we have this done tonight, I can ask her to get us an invoice together, right? So then we'll have that ready.
Yep.
And then we can get the signs and they can get their payments.
Yep.
But yeah, these were the prices for the sign. One was a little smaller.
Yep.
So-
Okay, good. Well, I would think that we could do the one for Conant Park.
Yeah.
We have some monies from the pavilion account and a couple of little tidbits of money. I'd be in favor of ordering the Conant Park sign at the same time, so they're all the same look.
Okay.
That's my personal. I don't know if everyone else is agreeable to that, but
Yeah. I just have to let her know. She said she ordered these sleeves because they kept going in and out of stock just because of the shortage of materials. So she called when she was telling me today. She said, "Oh, I just got a call a couple minutes ago from it was the RK Miles or whatever they use, and they had it in stock." She's like, "So I had to order them."
Yep.
So I'll have to let her know so she can get them before they go out of stock again. It's a crazy world.
Yep.
So,
all right.
anyways, that's just the detail.
So make a motion to order a sign for Crossroads Park. I'm sorry, for Conant Park.
Once we finalize what goes on,
Right. Correct.
Yep. To start the work on the sign.
I would say to begin, not to order a sign yet.
Right. To get everything in work and
Yeah,
order.
get a quote and all that good stuff.
Yep.
All right. I will work on that next.
Good.
As long as I'm not staring at paint colors, I'm happy.
Yeah, right. All right. So does that take care of our signs?
That's all the sign talk I can think of.
Okay. Let's
You did
go.
a nice job with that, Dan.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried my best. I hope I didn't annoy you guys too much for the emails.
No, you
Like,
did.
what do you think of this
Made it-
color? What do you think of that color?
Made it happen, so that's great.
Yep.
So then the next is to talk about the park grant. So Dan and I were at the CPC meeting, and they did approve the funding for it, 6-1. in favor of moving forward. The town meeting is going to be in December 19th or
14th?
14th or something. Let me
Yeah.
look. Let me just double check. I have it. To put before the town to see, yep, you're right, the 14th. To see if the town would approve moving forward with the project. So that's the next milestone that we have.
Who will speak to it? Mark, you and Dan will speak to it
Yes.
at the
Yeah, I'll
town.
speak to it. Both of us, you know.
Correct.
Mark's my backup. When if I start saying the wrong thing, you'll slap me.
Right. So is that going to be a virtual meeting, or do you think you're going to be in person, Janet?
I was just looking. I think it may be in person, but
Okay.
I don't know for a fact.
Okay. So we'll find that out. So that really, that's the next phase of moving forward with this. I think that I do still have some questions about how we're going to drain the water from this. I've been talking to, well, we talked about it a little bit at the CPC meeting, and then Bill Cannon and I spoke about it again, thinking that maybe the best place for it is that Labrie Field and not Conant Park, for two reasons. One, Conant Park is getting crowded, especially over that side of the pavilion. Tennis courts, pickleball, and the small little playground area. I don't think it'd be a good fit over on the other side near the place equipment for it. Doesn't make sense. And then you still have to use the bathrooms, which you got to come all the way back on the other side. So I was thinking that the best place might be Labrie Field. And maybe we can do almost a joint project to get the bathrooms constructed and the septic system, and downsize that building a little bit so that we could afford to do both the splash pad and the moving forward with the at least the bathrooms. And that'll be one step closer to finishing the whole thing. I'm afraid that the whole field house, we were $100,000 over. Now we're probably $200,000 over the way prices are now. And I think if we downsize it just to the bathrooms and a small mechanical room, that facilitates the need for not having porta potties anymore, as well as the need for the splash pad to have a bathroom in it.
And the good news is that the design takes up the first 6 months, so we have time to,
Right.
kind of work through all of that before any construction
Correct.
starts.
And we still have, CPA or CPC funds for the next, the continuation of the Labrie Field project.
And I wonder if, because of the splash pad, some of the park grant money could be used for those bathrooms because they are needed to support a splash pad.
Right.
That's a question kind of asked the grant. I forgot her name.
Coordinator,
Yeah, grant coordinator. But
Yeah.
perhaps,
I'm just afraid that, even $200,000 is not going to go very far, because we still want to do the ADA accessible pass at Conant Park.
Right.
So
right.
we don't want to spend everything for a splash pad. We want to spend some money to get those pass done. So, and I don't know if when you're talking to Easthampton, the director of the parks in Easthampton, Dan, whether you had asked him a question about how they drain that.
How they drain their system?
Right.
Well, no, I don't remember asking him about that, but we did get information from, I think it was when you were talking to the water, when you were talking to the water department, Janet, about how it would be winterized, right?
They're
It's
like blowing up, like same thing as your,
Yeah.
irrigation.
RV or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
They
the-
blow out the lines and put antifreeze in them.
Yeah, whoever does the sprinklers at Labrie could just do the splash pad. I mean, it's just
Yep.
maybe something like that, so.
Right. So I don't know if that's something we can check into. So we have an answer at the town meeting to say, okay, we're considering putting the splash pad not at Conant Park because that was a big objection by one person at CPC meeting, right? To having it at Conant Park. And that we could do something at Labrie Field with it.
Okay.
I'm just afraid that, they do have a sewer system in Easthampton. I'm just afraid that they connect the drain to the sewer system. So,
Right. Yeah.
and,
But that's not the only way to take care of it, right? From what Paula's history is, that
right,
there are other options, right? So,
correct, right. So we just need to pursue that. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe you could ask them just to see,
Yeah.
I don't know legally, regulatory wise, how do you handle that drainage? So, but that was just a thought I had.
It's easy enough for me to send them an email.
Okay, good. Right.
Mark, before we leave old business, could I just make one comment on the pickleball courts?
Sure.
The center net between the two courts, that's not finalized, right? That's going to be lowered a little bit more because right now balls can roll underneath it somewhat easily. And there's no bar across the bottom. Along the outside, there's always a bar. So I would think we would want it low enough that pickleballs can't roll underneath it.
Honestly, I didn't.
There's a little bit of a hitch there with that, Janet, because they went ahead with the fence. They kept it up just a little bit so that they can paint underneath it.
Understand
If
that.
it was right down to the surface, then they wouldn't be able to paint around it.
I
So
understand that.
that's why they raised it, but I don't know.
The fence is fine because it has the metal bar too. I mean, the fence is
Yep.
fine. The middle is between the two courts where it's
Okay.
kind of wrapped with a wire. Just the middle, the lower fence
the
around
mid
it.
fence.
Yeah, the mid fence. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
that
mean, even after they're done painting, they could drop it down because it's just got wires sticking out. I mean, it obviously isn't finished.
Right. I'm sure they could drop it down. Right. That's not. I wouldn't think that'd be a problem.
right. I could send them a note, just giving them a heads up that we'll want to address that upon the final painting, Mark.
After that's done. Yeah. I
Okay.
was thinking that.
I don't like to forget about these things, and
Sure.
it might be
worries.
worth it to put it back on their plate that they've got an obligation here to kind of make us happy with, how that fence is going to work.
Okay. We
Okay.
won't let you forget, Bill. Don't worry.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
That's
not
good.
worried, Janet.
All right. So any other discussion on the park grant part of it? Hopefully that everyone can make the special town meeting on the 14th and support it and go from there.
Mark, is anybody interested in doing something of a visual of what this thing might look like?
We do have some visuals that Paula has been working on from her supplier.
Okay.
So we do have a, conceptual, there's lots of different things, Bill.
But
so-
it doesn't show how it might interact with the field house or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
yeah, if you're volunteering to do that.
Well, we can talk about it.
Sure, we can talk about that. Sure.
Yep.
We got some time to talk about it.
Don't be billing it to the pickleball courts, though.
Yeah, right. All
Not
right.
much I can bill for it. That's it. That's what it is. I already gave my 50%.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. Thank you.
Good man.
So, okay, any other new business or open time to the public? So, Bill, you can talk now.
This is the only time to Bill.
I'm sorry. I might be interested in, in providing you something. I'm kind of interested in seeing how the splash pad might work with the field house. Maybe I can do a little bit of a bird's eye sketch or something like
No,
that.
that'd be
I don't know. I'll talk.
That'd be great. We could talk about that, Bill. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously that would replace the play lot, right? Or would you kind of want to try to get both things in there then?
Well, they're probably going to want to try to squeeze in both. But
Yeah,
we'd have to look at that.
Yeah, I don't know what the size of the splash pad is, so maybe it can work out, but it might be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right. So next meeting, if we have the special town meeting on the 14th, you want to do the 15th? Then we'll know which direction we're going. Can everyone do the 15th? Or you got planning board that night, Dan?
Well, planning board's an hour later, so I'm pretty good with doing both parks and planning board. I'm getting pretty good at jumping from one to the next.
Gee, I guess, boy.
Everyone else okay with the 15th?
Looks good to
I am.
me.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we want to do it in person or Zoom? Zoom?
Zoom is fine. I mean, it's,
Zoom.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
There could be a snowstorm. You never know.
it's true.
No.
Oh,
I'm good with the Zoom. Okay. Well, thank you all, and everyone have a good Thanksgiving.
You
Thank
too.
enjoy.
One of
Yeah,
my
you too.
favorite times of the year. I love to eat turkey
Oh yeah.
and all the fixings.
hey, Mark, you might
stuff.
have to eat 2 turkeys because they're going to be a lot smaller this year.
I don't know, we couldn't find a small one this year. So I'm going to go because I want to get to the other meetings.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Janet.
Let's see ya.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.